I've grown up and live in a very sort of like masculine-dominated world. A man can't show a soft side, he can't have compassion, empathy, sympathy. And if you do show any of that, you're weak, you're not fit for purpose.
I was kind of alienated a lot. Fortunately, I kind of carried on pushing through with the values that I held, but it can be quite daunting.
As a guy, it's very easy to get caught up in yourself.
As a new father, I have a newfound appreciation of what it means to be a man. You know, it's all about protecting your family, looking after those around you, and also seeing the planet as our extended family.
I always classed myself as an animal lover.
I used to work on a farm in my summers in between school.
It wasn't until I started speaking to someone that worked in the same field as work as me, that lived by a plant-based diet, that I kind of looked into it that way.
And I think spending every day with cows, feeding them, it started to hit home a little bit, or planted the seed in my head anyway, as to making that connection between animals and what's on your plate.
I didn't see another option other than to go that way.
You should be protecting, caring, showing compassion for other people and other beings. And I feel like that's exactly what you're doing by living a vegan lifestyle.
Being vegan and thriving is still being me, but being the best version I can be of me.
I really enjoy breaking the stereotype that vegan food is nothing but kind of salads, because it isn't. It's big, it's hearty, it's really, really tasty. You can go to the pub with your mates and eat a nice big meal, but you can also go to the gym and get all the protein that you need.
A lot of the top athletes and strongmen are vegan.
I definitely had more energy. I saw that within a few weeks. And teaching the level of classes that I teach at is very important.
Last June, I broke the record for doing the National Three Peaks and the Yorkshire Three Peaks back to back. And I do put a large part of that down to the diet that I'm living.
Vegan men are changing the world. They are building businesses. They are showing that empathy actually is a norm we should aspire to.
You can do whatever you want to a better capacity. Like, what's bad about that?
I think the barriers, there's not that many of them now.
Just make sure that you're aware of kind of what's going to be said, especially protein questions. So just make sure you're a little bit clued up on that.
Find that reason that you're doing it. Is it animals? Is it health? Is it climate? Is it something else? Because that's going to help you to stick at it.
Buy yourself a couple of cookbooks, follow a few people on Instagram who show plant-based food being cooked well, and try and recreate those recipes and eat those recipes, and you are halfway there.
The change that I want to see in society, I need to be living that.
It's definitely more future thinking, like it's to leave a better place behind for future generations.
For me, being vegan and thriving means someone who is in great health, whatever that means to them, someone who's able to cook tasty food in the kitchen, but also isn't afraid to have the odd meal out, doesn't freak out about food, doesn't necessarily get in arguments with all of their friends, but is a shining example of somebody who is living their best life.
We all have a duty to look after the animals rather than eat them.